Welcome to Alt Episode 8 of Let's Play Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. I'm Atul and we are continuing from where we left off. We finally have to complete the Beast of White Orchard, so let's go.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Indeed,
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
brewing potions. Prepare to fight the Griffin by brewing the Thunderbolt potion. Okay? I guess we have to do that for sure. Let me just make sure that everything is running good. Okay, Thunderbolt potion. Yeah. Oh, this is the introduction to the potion. To create an item, you need the right ingredients. You continue. Crafted item. Here you can find a description of the item you created. Yeah, we have already done this. Items you can create are divided into categories. Yep. Select the formula for the Thunderbolt potion. So Thunderbolt potion. Press A to create an item. What do we need? Dwarven Spirit, Cortinarius, and Endrega Imperio. I don't know how we have it, but okay. In order to use an item during gameplay, it must first be equipped using the inventory panel. Use LB and R right bumper to select the inventory panel, okay? Oh, you have a Witcher potion, but in order to use it, you must first equip it, yeah? What does this one do? Toxicity effect increases attack power. Yeah. Now you can use this potion during gameplay. Press up to activate the potion in the first slot, and or down to activate the potion in the second slot. Okay. Okay. Well, what if we have 3? Then what do we do? I guess I will just unequip this. Let us also go there. Elementa oil. Oh, I definitely want to craft this, right? And white honey clears toxicity and cancels all active potion effect. Oh, wow. That is good. The Beast of White Orchard. Meet Vesemir in the field. Yep. Let us go. So, where will they be? Oh, yeah. There. I guess it is just faster to run through here. What? The roach is that side? Come on, roach. What is this? You are so far away, okay?
But Tosley said he'd not give his dog this water. Not with so many corpses rotting in it. It's sure to be poison.
Sure. Faster.
Not so sure. Who knows?
It is poison.
The Velen hovel instead.
Somebody almost died drinking this.
Damn
sits in the old oak tree.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember 6 years ago. We are going to fight it around the windmill, right? I think so. I don't remember exactly. Oh, really? Okay. Do we have everything up? Let us make a save up here so that if we die, at least we start from here. Let's go.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Yes, we can
Let's
start.
start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
No,
A crossbow.
we are being
Won it
given
in a
cross-
card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a Griffin to kill.
Good one. Yes, let's go.
Watch out!
LB to okay. Select the crossbow using and press A to make it active. Okay, press RB to let loose a bolt from your crossbow.
It's about to dive! It's fast!
Okay.
Not bad. I'm too old for this shit.
Cool. Okay.
Don't let it get away!
Okay. Oh, what was that? There was something written there. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I can see it later. No.
Not good.
Come on, at them!
Okay. Killed it finally. Oh.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Quite a lot of things. Like what?
For example,
Upward vertical strike, it's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Loot, Monster Claw, Monster Brain, Griffin's Egg, Griffin's Feather, Griffin, Mutagen Griffin Trophy. Oh yeah. Oh, we already put it on Roach? Really? Okay. How about this? What do we get it for that? Not the potions, but Roach. Noon Wraith Trophy is 5% bonus experience from humans and non-humans. And what is this one? 10% chance to dismember. Now I think I want more. This one. Definitely a more bonus experience from humans and non-humans. That is good. So I guess, do we have anything here? Not really. So let's see the world map. Where should we go? To the mill, then directly to the Nilfgaardian palace. Maybe a good idea to save. Oh, we cannot save the game here? Really? Okay, we can save the game here. Do we have any other quests remaining? Secondary quests. No, completed. All of them have been completed. Good. Main quests. Complete the Griffin contract. Collect your reward from the Nilfgaardians. Okay. Oh yeah.
And Medetta, Estrath Essen Novigrad.
Yeah. That is not safe, I guess. Oh.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Yeah, no more Captain Nice Guy.
guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Dialogue, time-constrained options. Some dialogues demand you make a quick decision. Choose a reply before time runs out. Yeah, I will take the coin. ho, ho.
No more.
Is it true?
Please, no
North and Velen bathe once every 3 moons?
Mercy, please. Ah! Ah! No more. Please, no
He
more.
required.
Mercy, please.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
No more. Please, no more.
This is too much.
Okay, at least that is not possible. So let us just go back. That guy is getting 15 lashes. Pretty harsh, but you know, at least he doesn't get killed like Nap. So yeah. So we will see. Oh, not this. Quest. Prepare to leave White Orchard.
Come on, Enkazer!
Maybe it is a good idea just to have a very small amount of meditation. Fast travel. Right, Osam Bridge. Finally, we are done with White Orchard, I think. And we are on our way to Vizima. Final talk, friend.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Too expensive. Like, what? 485, 151. 30 maximum inventory weight. Temerian saddlebags. So long.
Take care.
If we see our inventory. Oh, we can buy a saddlebag. Okay. That would increase our inventory. Okay, that is good.
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
How expensive is that saddlebag? 183. Yeah, you know what? Screw this guy. I'm not paying 183. Okay, if it was like 100, maybe. Oh yeah, let's go inside. We have done everything that I remember. How about talking with her?
Something else you'll be needing.
Anything else?
Got
Let
anything
us-
interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
She has another decoy. You already have this item. I mean, I guess it will not hurt
Farewell.
having 3 decoys or 2 decoys or 3, right? I think this is the 3rd time. Okay. Do we want to put anything in our stash? No, we are at 38 out of 120. Okay. Let's talk.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took 'em down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. they'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to
Let
my sister
go!
attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promised you freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Shut up!
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
What did you expect?
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
What did you expect, Geralt? Killing them all?
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Oh,
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can't we take a moment
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
thank you,
How's your
Vesemir.
horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Thank you, Vesemir, for killing the Royal Griffin when I couldn't do it myself. You tanked it. See you later, Vesemir. Bye-bye. Let's go. Let's go. What? This is not a fast ride? What is this? Okay.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Yennefer, how'd
We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
It must suffice.
Vesemir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
What should we even choose? Does it matter? Okay, let's choose this.
Foltest ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin of kings? Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Huh?
I left Flotsam with Yorvith, commander of a Squaretel unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Maybe I should choose this, but let's choose this one.
Not at all. I meddled in a personal affair. Helped Yorvith lift the spell that held Saskia.
Yes. And in doing so, gave Radovid a reason to begin his witch hunts. Congratulations.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
Does it matter? I don't think so.
An old acquaintance, more like. Not so close that I felt bad for her, but close enough that I knew she deserved it.
He believes he alone knows what is good and what is evil, and that this gives him the right to dispense justice. Your comrade Letho of Gullet described you so. Quite accurate, I'd say.
My comrade, your agent.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
Yeah, I would like to see Letho in this game. I remember that we can find him, right? Somewhere.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the general to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the general's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Character entry added Murvan Vortis. Let's see. No. Murvan Vortis. Murvan Vortis, commander of the Alba division and an officer of the highest rank and a pure-blooded aristocrat, one who with pride could call himself a Nilfgaardian, a designation reserved only for native-born inhabitants of the Empire's capital and its immediate surroundings. At the time of their first meeting, Geralt had no idea what an important person had been assigned the task of asking him a few reading questions. Knowing the Witcher, however, knowledge of Morvran's rank and status would not have made much of a difference. Emir von Emrys. Few names in the continent's history arouse as much terror and respect as that of Emir von Emrys, Rietwen, Adan, Yekab, and Vermouth, the white plume dancing on the graves of his foes. Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gemera, sovereign of Nizaran, Vicovaro, he was ruler of half the civilized world and aspiring conqueror of the other half. He was a personage whose deeds and decisions shaped the fates of whole kingdoms and populations. What then could he possibly want of a simple witcher? Well, something he can't control, then, right? Let us make a save. Before we... A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I reply. The decent, kind haters of lies, doers of good. The kind who live according to the gods' laws and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers, and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we have the courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader. We haven't forts or land. Though God-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we have not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every larger city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks in strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard, to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with dimeritium. Okay, I guess we will use that. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinners' darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. Oh, wow. A letter with Yennefer's instructions. I had a feeling we wouldn't have a chance to talk before Vizima, so I leave you this message. I know there's much we both wish to say, but there will come a time for that later. In any case, a letter is no place to broach topics of such importance to us both. So why I write to you now? You have something waiting for you at the Royal Palace in Vizima. Consider it a gift from Emir and myself. You can pick it up at your leisure after your audience with him. When you exit the throne room, simply follow the covered walkway in the courtyard, turning right at the corner, then take the first door on your left. You will be inside a chamber with a fireplace. Take the door in the back right to the adjoining room. There, under the window, you will find the chest with your gift. But in case these directions prove too complicated for you, I am certain the Chamberlain would not hesitate to lead you there himself. Expert tracker that you are, however, I expect you will manage. Your friend Yennefer. Well, those directions are a little bit too much, Yennefer. What is this nonsense? No way. Oh yeah, he probably has the key. Let me see if something needs to be looted. I guess this is safe to loot. Gnomish pranking. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak into cotton twine, place in a new lamp of greenish hue, and set said lamp betwixt an eager crowd. Forsooth shall they swear that a dog's head they behold, and this shall be no sorcery but good betidings. For the prince of Elander's nuptials, a paltry gnome armed with a miniature cutlass behid himself in a pie. When guests partook of the princely banquet, and on jumped out the besabered giving a terrible fright to all at first and causing much merriment once the jest was figured. A cynocephalus, or a dog-head in our tongue, a beast that in the wastes of Zanzibar dwells, has the corpus of a man but the head of a dog. The Prince of Elander did receive such a specimen from those far-off lands. The cynocephalus lets stream its urine with the tolling of every hour, both day and night, and this is why the Zangubarians engrave its likeness on time pieces and compasses.
Vesemir, directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
The Chronicles of Redania. Vridank the elf, despite what one might conclude from his moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Vridank's veins. They called him the elf because of his exceptional beauty and for the great admiration he felt for the Ain sage. This fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Vridank, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose as his wife a half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrix of Covert. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived mesalliance was Falca, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father. Though the uprising was ultimately extinguished and Falca herself burned at the stake, the young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come. Their position in Nilfgaard. While Nilfgaard's emperor wields absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. By this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the city of 1,000 towers, who are unhappy with the current leadership. This conflict between the emperor and the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. All the princes of the Blooded magnates expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire an heir with one of them. The emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face for all the great families from which he refused to take a bride. The Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waits for the emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which will weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or a defeat in battle. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment to incite the disaffected, assassinate the emperor, and carry out a coup d'etat, culminating with one of their own number ascending to the throne. I would like that. Come on. Hopefully then the invasion will be over, so let us first get here. The wonders of Zerikania. During my many travels I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval wilds of Brokilon, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds, Dorwent chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakam mountains with walls plated in pure gold, the ice palace of Pont Vanis adorned with stained frost windows. Yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the rightly famed Zerikania. Yet while I was traversing the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaited me on the other side. I had heard many a fantastic tale about Zerikania, about its trackless sands burnt white by the sun, its golden scale dragons weaving their nests amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water. Yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the figments of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel I came across wonders far surpassing those any prior travelogues mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, almost human but reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot and giving no ground to witchers in mastery of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to awake save to die. In short, Zerikani is a land where the fantastic is normal and the impossible occurs daily. Maybe we will go there at some point. Zerikania, who knows?
A shame I have no time.
Nilfgaardian trousers, elegant Nilfgaardian shoes, elegant courtier's doublet. So all three are exactly the same. Maybe this one looks the best. Oh, I can take all of them. Okay. How about this? So you want me to change, right? I guess this is what you want. How about map? Okay, we are there. And she was saying something about courtyard. Okay, let us see. Maybe he can tell.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
It was left leg forward, right hand on chest. This is absurd.
Gotta be kidding.
Not at all. I am mortally serious. Does the gentleman know the penalty for breaches of etiquette in the Emperor's presence? 200 lashes. I do not wish that upon him, so I will not let him leave until I am confident that he knows how to behave. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Once more. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Please, this is neither the time nor the place for such antics. The gentleman will watch carefully. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
This guy is very funny.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Cost updated Imperial audience, okay?
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate titles.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. In grimi eb art ketzer. Dijfen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow. Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Velen namen, vatkan favort. So many months at Foltest Court, yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I'd drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Oh, thank you.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
The gentleman will not understand. Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Relax. Nothing happened.
Okay, let us see. Cirilla. Ciri's gift proved a curse as well. Because of it, she would one day have to hide from the entire world, even Geralt. Ciri's biography contained one more great secret. Her natural father was none other than the Emperor of Nilfgaard, Emhyr von Emrys. His words confirmed the fear swirling in Geralt's mind. Ciri had returned and was in mortal danger, for the unrelenting Wild Hunt was on her trail. Well, what then could he possibly want of a simple witcher? The Emperor clearly and succinctly laid out what he wanted. His daughter and Geralt's ward Cirilla was in great danger, for the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Geralt, a superb tracker linked to Emhyr's daughter by the iron bonds of destiny, stood a better chance of finding her than anyone else in the world. Well,
to the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Please keep close and bother no one. We've had enough breaches of etiquette for one day.
You will be punished, right? That is your problem, right?
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard, the Prince of Elander.
What?
Not only am I made to wait here like some supplicant, but who accompanies me? A tinter.
Tanner.
You might say we have time to scroll later. What about this?
Difference. I demand.
Calm down.
Goat
The
hide?
Emperor demands silence. Those who disturb.
Yeah. No, the gentleman has time to stroll right now. Okay.
Erid Loire. Heil, Kerjer! Shegana Tuvin.
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with me.
Is for death.
Velen, katta af. Tve gleiðevin. Vatgarn.
Esma streken epfoltast in kar.
Vizines var Nilfgaard.
Ja.
Evios
nee.
kenes in bail.
Radsliegen,
Tedde tag heen en kalantne se verloisau. Eptusan.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Still worth trying.
Because?
Because there are few causes worth serving, even fewer men. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject? So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No.
But I wager it's an ordinary witcher's contract.
Some werebubs. See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Is the gentleman not in a hurry to see the sorceress?
No. Okay. The Royal Palace in Vizima.
Nes pen es Gwyn.
Essekleiti, kim web braina gat, en selfit den gat. Essekleiten en selfit den sikjat.
Nilfgaardian.
We've no need for the gentleman's escort.
Is the gentleman not in a hurry to see the sorceress? Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
That quill sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe.
Be so
True
kind
authority in
not to
Novigrad is
disturb.
not the city council or the merchants guild, but the church of the eternal fire and the criminal underworld.
Pearls of the North Novigrad. No one can claim to have traveled the northern realms who has not been to Novigrad. If I were forced to list what during my many meanderings has made the greatest impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city. A metropolis worthy of the empire, its only flaw is that the civilization Nilfgaard carries within her has not yet enlightened it. That is why hordes of reactionary cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstition is how the local hierarch and his temple guards cement their power over the city dwellers. And many they are to control, for the city counts no less than 30,000 of inhabitants. While strolling through its fabulous port surrounded by marvels of architecture, it is hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere minor elven townstead. When the city fell into the hands of the Nordlings, its problems grew exponentially. For as is well known, the people of the north can do a great many things, but peaceful and orderly cohabitation is not one of them. And so Novigrad first belonged to Redania, and then fell under Temerian rule until finally, after endless compromises and bargains, it at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Redanian influence makes itself felt too strongly on every street corner, and the fact that the city is located within Radovid's territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city's streets, I came across 4 watermills, 8 banks, and nearly 19 pawn shops. There are also a great many houses of simple pleasure such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrad's commitment to matters of faith is borne witness to by the fact that the city contains no less, I kid you not, 19 temples to the eternal fire. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the makings of the capital of the world, and perhaps that is what it will one day become. First, however, someone needs to bring order to within her walls. A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folks like you and yours, I reply. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good, the kind who live according to the gods' laws and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers, and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we have the courage to take up arms to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. Oh yeah, I have read this before.
At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
What shall become of Temeria? Temeria, a land where milk and honey once flowed in. In what did she wrong the gods that they should treat her so cruelly? The pearl of the north to some, she proved a galloping range for Nilfgaardian cavalry to others. As a country, it had survived 2 previous wars against the Empire. It was here that the war's bloodiest battles were fought. It was in Temeria where their most bestial deeds were wrought. It was Temerian civilians who bore the full brunt of these wars' horrors. And bear them we did, bravely and steadfastly, until the demise of our great dictator King Foltest. Then Providence turned its fickle face from Temeria. Murdered most treacherously, Foltest failed to leave Temeria a worthy successor. And so all manner of curse soon fell upon her, tearing her apart like so much carrion. She had no more allies that none remembered that we had once been the armor protecting the north from the designs of the mad dancer. He who had the gravestones of his foes pounded into a ballroom floor. A free and independent Temeria is no more. A dark-faced sun looms over her every rampart. Yet we Temerians live on, and always will, as long as folks believe the usurper who took our beloved capital Vizima to treat as his property will forever peer over his shoulder in fear. For in the shadows lurks not one dagger, but the power of a nation of daggers, waiting to deal justice blow. Yes, good. Kill this guy. Royal lineages of the north. The royal lineages of the north, Cyrilla, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon, born in 1251, heiress to the throne of Sintra, princess of Brucia and duchess of Soden, heiress to Innes Art Skellig and Innes Anne Skellig and suzerain of Ather and of Yatra, daughter of Pavetta Fionn Ellen, and the Urcheon of Erlenwald, Emir van Emiris, granddaughter of the famous lioness of Sintra, Queen Calanthe Fiona Rena. Shipwreck occurred during a journey from Sintra to Skellige, which took the lives of the Urcheon and Pavetta. Cyrilla's further upbringing was then entrusted to her grandmother. In 1260, afraid of the looming Nilfgaardian threat, Queen Calanthe sent Cyrilla to the court of King Erwil. Erwil of Verden, where the heiress of Sintra was to marry the heir to the throne of Verden, Prince Gistrin. Gistrin of Verden. Though allying with Verden and gaining the aid of that realm's army was at the time Calanthe's top priority, no marriage ever occurred, and Cyrilla returned to her grandmother's court. In 1262, during the so-called Sintra massacre, Cyrilla went missing. Okay? Quite a lot of books. Too hard to read everything. How about this, right? Ambassador
Shame I have no time.
Okay.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Uh-huh. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
So you are admitting you suck, Yennefer. Right? That is what it is.
The Wild Hunt. What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords, secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun, your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Vaatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Don't worry, Yennefer, we're not heroes.
Yes? Yes?
I'll talk to you again. Letter found in Yennefer's chest, sword of 1,000 flowers, white widow of the valley of flowers, armor of 1,000 flowers, boots of 1,000 flowers, gauntlets of 1,000, trousers, nine-tailed vixen, steel sword, nine-tailed, white tiger. Okay, nine-tailed vixen, silver sword, white tiger of the best armor, white tiger of the best boots. Okay, this all feels something new. Letter found in Yennefer's chest, my dear friend. If you are reading this, it means you have found the chest I mentioned in my previous letter. You will be pleased to know its contents belong to you. After I spoke with the Emperor regarding additional resources to 18-year quest, he was willing to part with these items from his personal collection. The armor from Dol Plathana is a rare piece that marries the strengths of Nilfgaardian and Elven craftsmanship. Apparently, Francesca accepted Emir's offer of Nilfgaardian plate for her forces. Though despite his attempt to significantly bolster an ally on the fringes of the northern realms, only a portion of his aid ever reached its destination. To no one's great surprise, the elves were unimpressed with what human steel they had received and thus refashioned their armor to their liking. We finally have the opportunity to masquerade as the Queen of Dol, Lathana's personal guard. It's a dream I know you speak of often. As for the second set of armor, the Emperor proved far more cryptic. He claims they were diplomatic gifts from distant kingdoms. The tiger armor is specifically designed to suit a western ruler, obviously Emir in this case. It was forged in the ancient style of a blacksmith who stole the secrets of its construction from their gods, or so the legend goes. And finally, the swords. To my eye they resemble a Redanian saber, though I am no expert. These blades supposedly once belonged to a hero of myth and history. The man forged a pact with the Vixen spirit and, through her blessing, was granted the ability to slay the monsters that had long plagued his village. As you can see, he carried both a steel and silver sword, a fact I thought might pique your interest. Unfortunately, legends are all I can offer. Emir was stingy with the details, even more so than usual. It's a shame because I must admit I haven't the faintest idea where they might originate. That being said, I do believe Zerikania of fear can be ruled out. Dear friend, I trust you appreciate my efforts to help. Use these gifts as you see fit. I hope they will hasten your search for that which we have lost. Your friend Jennifer. Oh, well, thank you. Precision vote. Let us make sure that we take everything from this room. A sword for witches. The last wish. Human life requires three things for its sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it Icebound Province or Evergreen Tucson, everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet, I refuse to betray their secrets, with one important exception. The history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would never believe there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish our supper out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it and in doing so freed a powerful gin. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to three, however, the gin, irritated as seen now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly, the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vengerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened also to be the brightest star in the North's poetic firmament. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the jinn, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude in its victim, and it should be said played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet, rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. What happened then? Well, I won't go into details. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plans hardly delighted the Jinn, and without its cooperation, she proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end and taken all of Rintia along with her had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades. To send the Jinn packing, he had but to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything: wealth, fame, power, but instead he asked the Jinn to point his way to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Wengerberg. Julian Alfred Pancras, Viscount of Lettenhove, born 1232, award-winning poet, playwright, and troubadour. Frequent performer at the courts of Nietamir, Vizimir, Wenslav, and many other nobles and notables, alumnus of Oxenford Academy. Well, I guess I will see you. The collected verse of Gonzalo de Versio, love. To love is to build a house of cards or play a game of chess. But one wrong word or ill thought move and you must start it all afresh. Tide. Whenever I watch the tide recede, cold coils of fear grip round my heart. Will the sea sneak back calm and sure in the dark of night as they have before? Or will they stay on distant shores, leaving fresh shells and washed up dreams as memory of serfs of yore? Okay.
Scars healed nicely.
Yeah. The Wild Hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milksmaids to midwives, all the common folks of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it is sighted, and all grows cold though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter and claim the riders come always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes. Yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folks captive, youths most often in the prime of their wilding years with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in time between. Oh yeah. We have read that, so nothing important there.
Vedimin, directly out of...
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir Var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How's the war going?
I assume this to... Our offensive only a weakened...
Radovid?
Yes. This attack...
Can we choose the second option? What about Kobrin?
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality. Enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet Radovid has retreated
Couldn't you just go?
I'm afraid...
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
No, I think he is fine.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is Rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
Well, you could retreat.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
We could help him.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path. Yes, Geralt? Something else?
No.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it.
Okay. Retrieve your equipment from the Chamberlain. Yeah, sure. Portrayal of the Elder Races. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles and yet nevertheless is not a human. Though it walks on two legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it all the same has more in common with base beast than noble man. Oh yeah, sorry. Dwarfs are like moles. They feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth. Rocks, metal, minerals of all shape and color. It is also said that, like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers. Fat, lazy, and loud in the typical rodent way, their minds are filled only with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from other nobler beasts and greedily squirrel away in their hovels. They are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they would still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them, and they would still stab a knife in your path. Elves in turn seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far off Zerikania. They care most for colored feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at their reflection in the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone take first you and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this, the so-called Squattail, bandits that claim to fight for freedom but in truth only long to kill humans. Well, didn't you invade their land or something? Okay, let's get this.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
One false move and you will regret it.
Okay, let us see. To switch to the continent, press Y. To return to the map of the region where you're currently located, press Y. To open the map of a given region, move the cursor over to the region and press A. Okay. What is this? Quest available. Really? New quest, a Nilfgaardian connection. Okay, I guess we will first save it here. Oh.
Heard of the Flyhead Brigade? Your kind serve. Non-humans.
Is this for that? The Nilfgaardian connection, okay? Gwent, yes, Gwent. To place a bet, choose an amount using left, right, and confirm by pressing A. This amount will be added to the pot. If you win, you will get back twice as much. Yeah.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Maybe we will just put one each. We simply don't have good stuff. Yeah. Is this our time? No, at least his time. 5. What does this one do? Choose one card from your discard pile and play it instantly. No, of course not. We have not played any discard pile. So I guess we do this. $10. What is this? $6. Okay. And this guy is just going ham. So we need 5 more, right? This will add 2 to each. This will only add 4, right? And we need 5. That should be that. Okay. What is this one? That is just so brutal. Place your opponent's battlefield, count towards opponent's total, and draw 2 cards from your deck. I guess that is needed. What does this one do? Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oh. But he only has 1 card, right? And he plays that 1 card. Okay, friend. How did you like this? 1-8. Defeated you. He has a really powerful deck. What the hell was that? Yeah, new item received fault test. Good. Did we complete this quest? The Nilfgaardian connection. Ah, okay. No. Okay, none of this. We just need to do that. What is that? Does that quest reach? Geralt traveled to Velen in search of Ciri, an act that attested to the depth of his devotion. Only a man who has been to this land can know just how wild it is. At this time, it was commonly known as No Man's Land. Why? Well, the Emperor of Nilfgaard had not yet claimed it, the area was in disarray, and the Redanians had already retreated north. No man had been left in charge, and he had proved a terrible ruler. Geralt needed to find Hendrik, an Imperial agent who had been working on Ciri's case, and to collect from him what information he had managed to gather. Well, then let us start making our way.
Ninta mia data.
That is pretty small area. Fast travel already. Okay. World map. We need to travel to here, right? Oh, Hangman's Tree. Let's finally get there.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Five days later, okay? So we have finally reached Velen. Hearts of Stone. Thank you for purchasing the Hearts of Stone expansion. Your currently track quest has been changed to the first quest of Heart of Stone, yet we only recommend starting it if your character level is at least 30. Have fun and good luck on the path. Rune Rite. While praying the Heart of Stone expansion, you can encounter a Rune Rite marked by the book icon on your map. This new craftsman, the only one of his kind, comes from a far up land and can use his arcane knowledge to considerably improve your equipment. Seek him out and see for yourself. Blood and Wine. Welcome to the Blood and Wine expansion. In this mode, all the quests of the main storyline are still available to you. To begin playing quests from Blood and Wine, you must first complete the A Poet Under Pressure quest. Okay. I guess such a beautiful looking land. So we will start from here in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed it. And this was a pretty long and eventful episode. We did quite a lot, especially doing the Beast of White Orchard quest complete. And we finally managed to come into Velen. Thank you all for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed it. And also Merry Christmas and a happy New Year ahead. See you all. Bye bye.